Good afternoon, guys. The main focus for this screencast will be assignment 1 for semester 2, Fac1502. So guys, here the question was like, when the service is rendered on credit, the effect will be the following. Yeah, for those of you who are taking my lessons for Fac1501, and those of you who are already taking, you know I've already spoke about the effect of a accounting equation for the previous screencast I sent this week. So the correct answer here, it will be 2. Reason being, the service is rendered on credit, so 2 accounts affected here, service and credit. So guys, remember, okay, 2 accounts affected here is service and our data, because we service it's like we offer the service for credit, so there's a data here and there's a service here. So guys, you remember that our data's control will increase on the debit side. Reason being, we offer this service for credit, so our data will increase for this year, and then the service we rendered, it will also increase for the income. Remember guys, from our income, when we are doing our accounting equation, guys, remember that our income will also increase on the credit side, and that will decrease on the debit side. So here the correct answer, it will be option 2. Reason being, the service are increasing, the income is increasing, and the data will also increase. So our double entry, if you asked to do it generally, what was gonna be, you debit your data's control because they're increasing, and you credit your income for service because it is also increasing. And then for question 2, okay, we're given the statement related to the general accounting concept and principles. Which one of the following groups correctly reflect all the statements that are true? Okay guys, the correct answer here will be number 4. Reason being, number A, for a business will settle its outstanding account with a credit, and receipt will be issued by the business for receiving the money. The business is paying its creditor, so the creditor will issue a receipt as a proof of payment to us. And then for number E, duplicate receipts are issued to record the payment from the debtor. So debtors are given original receipt, and the business will issue a duplicate. Will use the duplicate, meaning like they will retain one on their business and issue one to the debtor. Even like just like what you do. So when you go to ShopRite, so guys, remember there's on the till there will be a, what do they call that? Okay, that thing which print out the slips, it will leave the copy one on the business for them to do their stock taking, and they will give you one. So the duplicate receipt is like that. Then for question number 3, the correct answer will be option 2. Reason being, business is operating an overdraft every So every month that it receives will be taken by the bank. Yeah, so every deposit which will be made, like it will be taken by the bank. So the correct answer there will be option 2. Obvious, our change in equity will be affected usually by the expense account. So remember, when you pay the salary for the employees, like our expenses are increasing, so obvious our equity will be affected. Then for number 4, okay, which one of the following statement is correct? The correct statement will be number 5. A decrease in money of, okay, posting a debit side of a ledger account will therefore be able to always be a decrease in amount of income. Yes. So if we can check well on our accounting equation, we all know that our assets increase on debit side and decrease on credit side. So here you can see number 1 is wrong, and then for our expense, we all know that our expense increase on debit side and decrease on credit side, and here they told us that, okay, and give us, okay, expense that decreasing next. Obvious, our expense does not decrease on the debit side, so number 4 it's wrong again. Then our nominal account is the profit. It won't decrease again on debit side. It decrease on the credit side. So we'll be left with number 5. So our number 5 will be the correct option. Reason being, our income will decrease on credit side and increase on, our income will decrease on debit side and increase on credit side from our elements of accounting equation. I will send you some screencast for accounting equation after the screencast so that you can see what I'm talking about here. Question 5. Which one of the following statement is correct? Option number 4 is correct because a credit balance in a bank statement and a debit balance in an entity bank account shows a favorable amount. Okay, I can illustrate this by saying we all know that our bank balance, okay, from our perspective of the business, our bank balance increase on the debit side. So in the perspective of the bank, like bank is owing us money. Remember, we put money on the bank, so bank is owing us money. So to them, like, they will treat us as their creditor, which will increase on the credit side. That's why you see the favorable amount for the bank statement will be on the credit side. The reason being, the bank will see us as their creditor, and we see them as our, okay, let me leave that one. Bank will see us as their creditor, so they will increase our balances on the credit side. Then, okay, number 4 will be our option for question 5. Question 6. Which one of the following group correctly reflects the statement that is true? All the statements are correct except for D, meaning our correct answer will be A, B, C. Original receipt given to the customer after making payment, the business remain with the duplicate. Yeah, this is wrong. Only original receipt can be issued as a source document to record transaction in the cash. No, we can't do that. Not only the original, we also have duplicate receipt, and the company will have to retain a duplicate receipt in their company, so we can't give them the original. How will you audit our staff? How will we do our statement of financial position without proof of the transaction which took place? So we'll move on to number 7. Number 7, which one of the following group correctly reflect all the statements that are true? Okay, let's check all our criteria that were given. Amount deposited directly into the current account of the entity by the third party will have to be entered on the cash payment. How? Is it really possible, guys? We receive money, but it is being recorded on the cash payment journal. This one is wrong, obvious. Okay, let's check number B. Bank charges and debit orders that appear on the bank statement of the entity but not in the bank account in the general ledger of the entity will have to be entered into the cash receipt. How? These are payments. These people. This one is wrong again. They have to be entered on the cash payment journal, not cash receipt journal. Okay, let's check number C. Errors made by the bank will have to be recorded by the bank. Will appear nowhere where it can be reconciliation. This is wrong. Errors that appear on the bank will have to be entered in the bank account, will have to be fixed on the cash receipt or cash payment journal. So this is wrong. Our only option which is left is the credit balance in the bank statement and the debit balance in the entity bank account. Joseph, we've already answered something like this up there. Yeah, number 5 was like that. Okay, so number 7, the correct answer will be number 5 because it's only D which is correct. The bank statement has a favorable balance on the credit side because the business has fund, and the bank will treat the business as a creditor. I've already told you when I was answering question number 5, the bank is liable to pay the money to us. And the bank account is an asset and increase on the debit side of the bank has sufficient fund, and simple means that it is favorable. Question number 8. What is our question? Which one of the following statement will reflect the final balance of the bank account? I'm going to do a calculation and show you how did I choose option number 3. So guys, what will happen here is that we will take our opening balance of this size is too big. Let me erase this. Okay, let me do this. Erase. Then right. Okay guys, I will take my opening balance of using our using our okay guys, using our bank account. will debit my opening balance of 117, and then I will credit my total payment journal for CPJ of 63. I will debit my cash receipt journal of 45. Then I will have to do the balancing. Okay, so if we can check all the side, like if we add our debit side, it will give us 162, and then the balance will be on the credit side of the bank account of 99, which will be the opening balance for June. It will be our opening balance, and it's favorable because it is on the credit side. It will be on the credit side here is favorable. So this is how I got the answer for question number 8, being option 3. In other way, you can do it like this. You can just take your opening balance and take your opening balance. You add all the receipt on the receipt that you receive. Okay guys, we'll let we'll add this different, like for payment, which the check was recorded as 361. There was an error, so we'll fix that error on our cash receipt journal. So we will include this 45 here because we're trying to reduce the cash payment. Then we will deduct the bank charges. It will give us 99. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Question number 9, like, okay, this one was straightforward. Like, what is the discount amount? Nancy buys a pair of jeans for 175. The jean was discounted by 20%. So we'll just take this amount which we are given, 175, and just multiply it by 20%. It will give us 35. Excuse, which will leave us to option 2. For question 9, it will be option 2. I've already showed out there how did I do it. 175 multiplied by 20%, it will give us 35. And then for number 10, okay, here they're trying to test them markup percentage on cost knowledge. Okay, so guys, remember, let me do some workings here. Markup is like, okay, how do we calculate our profit? We say sales minus cost price, it will give us our gross profit. Our sales here, remember they said the markup is 25, so our sales will be adding, then our profit is 25. So our profit here we can treat it as our markup. So here they told us the question was like, what is the cost price of the product? So meaning they are looking for 100. They gave us the sales amount, they are looking for this 100. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna say 480 multiplied by 100 divided by 125, which will give us 384, which will be option 2. Because here you are looking for the cost price, which is always 100 from what I've already showed you here, and then the selling price is 125. So yeah, you are given the selling price on the information, and they're telling you to find the cost. You're just gonna say 480 multiplied by 100 over 25. Even on the exam, if you are given a question like this, then they give you a selling price, and then they give you a markup percentage. They ask you to calculate the cost price. Just gonna take the amount that you are given, multiply by 100 over 125. Okay, question 11. Question 11. Spongile buys television set for 2,835 inclusive VAT. Guys, what can I do? I will send you my screencast for VAT, which will, it's like knowledge for Fac1501. So okay, I will send you the screencast for VAT. Our correct answer for number 11 will be option 2. How did we calculate that? We said, guys, when they say the amount is inclusive of VAT, okay, let me just show you how do we do it. When the amount is inclusive of VAT, let's say E is exclusive, then R is rate. Inclusive is always 115, exclusive is always 100. It's like the growth. Then our VAT rate is 15. So they gave us the amount which include VAT. And they are telling us that what is the VAT amount, meaning we want to say the amount that we are given, 285.75 multiplied by 15 over 115. My phone doesn't want to type here. Okay, let me erase. Okay, yeah, but it's 2,875 multiplied by 15 over 115 to leave us to option 2. 2,875 multiplied by 15 over 115. Then question 12. What will be the entity markup percentage of cost? And then here you are given the entity buys goods for the value of 4,500 and resell it for 6,900. Guys, our markup percentage is always gross profit over cost price multiplied by 100. Gross profit over cost multiplied by 100. This is how we calculate the markup. So here we are given the selling price, and we're also given the cost. So we're just going to take our selling price of 6,900. We deduct 4,500. It will give us 2,400. This is our gross profit. And then we'll calculate the markup as a percentage of cost. Of course, even they told you markup is a gross profit percentage of cost. Cost meaning the fraction. When we're doing our fraction, gross profit will be at the top and then cost will be down. So we're gonna say 2,400 divided by 4,500. It will give us our markup percentage. 2,400 2,500 multiplied by 100. It will give us 53.33, meaning our answer will be option 2. Move on to question number 13. Which of the account represent the net amount of the trade? Some of these questions were in the exam for June, guys. So you can see, if you can understand some of this content here, yeah, you will be ready for a couple of questions like this on the exam. Okay, guys, here we are given the information before any adjustment, meaning all the amount here before an adjustment was final, meaning if the trade receivable have already deducted the credit losses recovered, have already adjusted the credit loss, recovered allowance for the credit, so there's no need to do that again because it was already done. We just need to adjust with the additional information. So on our additional information, they told us that a further amount of 170 must be written off, meaning from our trade receivable amount we must reduce 170, and then our allowance for credit loss should be 150. Remember, guys, at the beginning we have already reduced the amount of 1,405 on our, we've already adjusted the trade receivable amounts by 1,405, but here at the year end they're telling us that the allowance should be 1,550, so we'll have to increase our receivables by 150. How are we going to do that? Remember, we've already included that one of 105, so we have to deduct 1,550 for us to get the net amount. So how did I come up with the answer for this question number 13? I did it like this. $3,127 minus 170 minus 1,505. It will give me 29,505. This is our answer, which is on option 2. Okay, here, which of the following alternative will cause the trial balance not to balance? Okay, let's check all our transaction. Credit loss was debited to the credit receivable control account in the credit loss account. This is wrong. The credit loss has to be credited, not debited. Okay, we'll come back. A credit purchase invoice was correctly entered. Okay, this one is fine. A bank overdraft appears as credit on the trial balance. That's true. It has to be like that. The credit purchase invoices of 1,019 correctly entered as personal account. The trade receivable account was incorrectly credited. Okay, this one is also fine. So guys, our credit losses was posted on the wrong side. So this one will make our trade balance not to balance. So the option for question number 14 will be 1. Yeah, okay. Let's go to number 15. Which one of the following amount represent the difference in the total of trial balance? A total of the February cash payment journal amounted to 29,800. Okay. Payment of 300 to a creditor was entered in the cash payment journal and posted to the creditor's personal account. It has been analyzed. It has not been analyzed in the trade payable. Okay, rent amount 2600 paid for February was correctly entered. Okay guys, we're gonna take our balance at the beginning of the month of 29,800. Then we reduce this 300 for which was paid. Then we reduce 600 which was paid also, which will leave us with 29,800 minus 300 minus 600 to leave us with 28,000. Okay guys, what is gonna happen with the number C? We have to correct this error which was made for rent. Rent was entered on the credit side of the rental account on the ledger, which was wrong. So we have to cancel it first by reducing it, then we do the correct one to leave us with 28,300, which will be option 2. Yeah, that's it guys, we are done for this one.